Worried why I barely have friends of my own outside my stuffed tiger. But I'm never alone. Mom's thinking it's not normal. It was scaring her. Dad brushed it off and said it's building character. Meanwhile, I'm in class, flying in space, vanquishing the invaders of an alien race. Who cares about math when the day needs saving? The teacher is just annoying, can't understand what she's saying. Anyway, summer's here and I'll spend it outside figuring out which vehicle was less a suicide. The little red wagon like an unfinished roller coaster, while the bike is just a contraption for kids to fall over. Rather walk in the woods, having philosophical banter on the ways of the world and why existence matters, why nature should be conserved and animals protected, and how they can't afford condos as their homes are disrespected. Maybe start my own club to keep the neighbor girl away, and if she gets too close, hit her with an array. Her mud pies, crab apples, water balloons, but I'm still cheating off her ass when we in that classroom. At night I can't sleep with all these worries in my head about why something is drooling underneath the damn bed. Knowing damn well these sheets ain't thick enough to hide me, but I forgot my bodyguard, best friend beside me. Always listening and never leaves me alone, despite pouncing me every time I come home or opening any tin can in the kitchen, whether tuna or pineapples, it doesn't make a difference. 5 days out of the week, I'm harassed to leave, sleep, get dressed, get bags packed up, and then yeet to the bus stop like a legal prison for children. I'd rather take a fighter jet and blow up the building, cause the principal expects me every week on shenanigans for not paying attention, making the teacher mad again. Meanwhile, the bully is steady walking the halls, threatening me and PE with them big rubber balls.
How you like this new theme music?
But less like it than dinner.
I'm enjoying it.
My mom either can't cook or she's a murderous sinner. Would rather have pizza, a sugar frosted cereal, watching other cartoons and other mindless material. Winter comes around and my religion isn't questioned.
All right. So that is my brand new theme music. That's going to be my opener for A Room Full of Blerds. Let me know how you like it. I am obsessed with it. I am so glad that I found it. Thank you, and shout out to Villainous Beats for giving that one to me. I love Calvin and Hobbes. I didn't realize I was going to find something that just spoke to me instantaneously. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me on this Sunday night at 9:25 p.m. This evening, we are going to have a lovely gentleman joining us. He goes by the name of Donnell Bennett. He is currently in the midst of basically creating a brand new clothing apparel line. His stuff is absolutely amazing. If you've ever seen me with this shirt, or I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, you have seen this lovely picture. Mr. Bennett actually created this just for little old me. It is a one of a kind. No, you cannot have it, and no, he's not taking orders, but I can attest to the quality of his items, as I have bought several things from him, I think. If not, Donnell, come on up here. Am I lying? Have I bought several things from you?
Yes, you have. You have.
I've ordered.
Custom shirts.
Ordered. And do I lie?
No, you don't.
It is almost impossible for me to. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the illustrious Mr. Donnell Bennett of Savage Nerd. That little scroll down at the bottom.
Yep.
That is, and that shirt. And whoop, this shirt too. I still haven't figured out my left from my right with this damn screen, but I'm working on it. I like it. And I believe Mr. Bennett, is that a likeness?
That's an actual logo. No, I can't grow a goatee like that. I swear. If somebody told me we give you $1 billion to grow facial hair, I just cry because my face looks like a yard in the hood. Like, you ever seen people yard in the hood where it got spots and patches all over it, and the grass don't grow completely up to the house? That's how my face. If I tried to grow a beard, I'm not joking,
sir. You can't get that Grecian number 5 to go. You can't wait. What is it? Is it the Drake special?
I would have to do the spray paint with the chalk line and everything. You know, that's how they would have to do it.
That you know what? There, if Drake can do it, so can you.
I just shave, call it a day. You know, I look homeless if I try to grow a beard, or you know, it just look like I'm begging for change or something. That's just me.
You look fabulous, dear. You
Thank
don't
you,
look a day over 12 years old, and that's fine. All right. So you are a man of many, I feel like many, an immense amount of knowledge, number one, whether you want to admit it or not. You know more than what you well let on or let people believe. I think
Yeah,
you know some things about something.
Right.
Highly, I respect you right out the gate. I met this man, he dropped knowledge on me from day one, and ever since then it's been nothing but love and respect from me. And the fact that he's an East Coast man, you will have my heart forever.
Yeah, straight out of Jersey. So, but I'm in Florida now, so
I mean, we all have our faults.
you're right. But I enjoy the weather and no state taxes. I can't lie.
You do have me beat. Yeah, New York is on some next level bullshit.
Jersey too, but you know. But I enjoy no state taxes. Yeah.
Yes, and that is one illustrious tidbit that you can get from Mr. Donnell. Go to Florida, don't pay taxes, or at least not as much.
Federal,
not as much.
Not as much.
Not as much. Donnell, sir, where did you come from? I know we just talked about Jersey, but you I feel like you are that type of dude that is behind the scenes with magic for anybody and everybody to come into contact with. What do you have a story? Do you have any kind of that you wish to tell?
No crazy backstory. I'm just a normal
good.
person. I'm just an ex-Marine. I'm a disabled vet. All my life, like, you know, the nerd in me is this. I used to watch G.I. Joe as a kid, and I wanted to be like G.I. Joe. And so I joined the Marines because it was the hardest branch. And so I joined the Marines. And I did my thing, and I wound up getting hurt. And so I had emergency surgery, and something happened. And so I wound up getting medically discharged. And so from there, I chose the profession of photography, and I did some photography, you know, jobs here and there just to have insurance while you work your way through things. And then I wind up going into t-shirt printing about 10 years ago with some friends. And, you know, we did some business and stuff like that. And so as with always, some things don't work out for people for whatever reasons, and you just move on with your life. And so I stuck with it and, you know, bought equipment to learn and understand better printing methods and stuff like that. And so one day, instead of wanting to print stuff for everybody else, I was like, why don't I do something for myself? And it happened with a conversation with my little daughter. I was just ear hustling, so to speak. And I heard her having a conversation with one of her friends. And it was just like, she goes to school she goes to STEM school for medical and science. So she's a straight A student. And it's just like to listen to her conversation with her friends, you're like, okay. So one of her friends did bad on a test. And so the conversation I heard was, girl, how did you miss that question? And I'm sitting there looking like, why would she say something like this? Like she was pretty much talking to her like the question was too easy for you to miss.
Mm-hmm.
And just like, girl, you dumb. That's how she said it to her. And so I'm like, wow, this is your friend? I said, why would you say that to somebody? It's like, that's why she failed the test, because she's slow. Now the whole time she's saying this, the girl is on the phone and she didn't mute the phone. And then she
knew she had muted the phone.
She knew she didn't mute the phone. She didn't mute the phone. She just talking to me like the girl's not even on the phone. And this is one of her friends. And then she goes right back to the conversation like she didn't even say none of the stuff she said to me. And I'm like, that's just total savagery. And then I'm like, nerds actually go off on people like that sometimes. And it's just like, you know, and so I was like, that's some savage nerd type stuff. So it like stuck with me. So then I said, let me do some research to see if anybody has this stuff like that. I did some research and saw that it really wasn't being used legally, but people were using the term in different videos and stuff like that. So I went and paid for got a trademark attorney and went through the legal methods of actually getting the trademark for Savage Nerd.
And thank you for imparting that wisdom on me before I got too deep into my journey here, because your girl would have just been flying absolutely free by the seat of her pants without any kind of a net underneath her to keep. I don't know where my name is anymore. I can't tell y'all, but the name of this podcast, the name of my entire little universe, that is you can't put, I can't put a monetary amount on that, just that little bit of knowledge and tip that you gave me.
Right.
Hi Diggs, how are you? Good evening, sir or ma'am. I feel like it's a Safari. Hi. Safari says hi. Donnell.
Hey, Tafari.
Hey.
Yeah, he's another one that I sent the package to for Savage Nerd as well, and he gave us a shout out and did a T-shirt contest for us to, get the awareness out. We are fairly new. We launched this year about 2 months ago, so people are hitting the site, but I guess because they haven't seen the brand around anywhere, it's like they're looking just to see what we do. So therefore, doing shows with you on Room Full of Blerds and Safari TV and so on and so forth, we can get the word out.
Swift TV
and Swift TV too.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh gosh. Who you can also find on YouTube. On the good Lord, it sounds like I'm 80 years old. On the YouTubes. Actually,
or Tic Tac. He's on
Tic Tac.
He's on Tic Tac.
Was it the Twatters? Can you find him on the Twatters too?
Pretty much. Yeah, don't forget Bookface.
Oh, Bookface. Oh my gosh. Oh,
yeah.
An oldie but goodie. Jesus, good God. Hey Jason, what's going on, my guy? How you doing tonight, sir?
He said that's what I'm saying. It sounds like his daughter talking to Chris too. That's just what they do. And I'm like, okay, are you serious? And they just saying like, when I was a kid, if you talk to somebody like that, you would get into a fight calling somebody stupid. But now it's just like you call people stupid. It's like a rite of passage or something. I don't know. So.
I think everybody has stupid moments, and because the internet puts it all on blast, is you can call anybody stupid at this point, and it doesn't hurt quite as much. It depends on the conversation that you're having, obviously. But
yeah, but I'm sitting there observing like, this is just wow. I'm like, oh, really?
These kids do not care. They do not care.
Yeah, no filters, no filters, so to speak.
I'm doing all right, man.
Thank you for joining us today, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate all y'all always and forever. Shit, even if it's one of y'all, I'm glad somebody's out there being entertained. Everybody else is sleeping on me, but that's okay. I'm gonna get with it. I will entertain you. I promise. I just gotta warm up. Where did we leave off? Okay, you.
Yes.
Have a website that I want to so I want to be able to actually post.
Okay. That would be www.savage-nerd.com. Now, if you can't do it directly that way, the quickest way to get to us is on Google. Just write in Savage Nerd on Google. We'll pop up. Now, if you just put Savage, Rihanna's going to pop up because that Savage Fenty is just like, we're not on that level yet. I'm trying to get to that level. So when you put Savage in, I'm right under Savage Fenty. But if you put in Savage Nerd, we pop right up. You'll see our logo character on everything. You'll see the colors and everything. And you can go right into the website from there. On the website, we have a 10% off if you subscribe to us. We're not like all those other websites where if you subscribe, we send you mail right after mail, right after mail, right after mail. No, you get some once a month from us. Unless we have a new drop coming up to let you know what's going on, we'll send something out to you, but we won't overload you with email. And then also it helps out with, contests that we're going to be having coming up. We're going to have the Savage Summer Contest. The Savage Summer Contest. That will start around June 20th. And basically what we're going to have is anybody can create a video, why are you a Savage Nerd? We don't want anything offensive. We don't want anything where you're going out doing pranks and hurting people. We just want to know why you're a savage nerd. And the top 10 winners will get their videos posted on our website. And from there, people can vote on whoever they think should be number one. Now, the top person who wins the contest will be able to design their own Savage Nerd gear from head to toe. So they will have an original collection that they're only going to get. Nobody else is going to get that.
Sir. So I'll be entering.
Oh, you're I mean, the more the merrier. And you
said you're starting June 20th?
June 20th. We'll launch it on June 20th. Yeah.
Let me go on ahead and just throw that up there real quick because that's important. Okay. Right. All right. So let me just change that up really quick. What I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna try. Bear with me, folks. I'm gonna try to actually show. If I can get this together right. I'm going to show
the actual workspace for anybody that's looking at everything. All that stuff back there is t-shirts, print equipment, the whole nine. I'm pretty much sitting in my lab right now, so that's what it's
what I'm attempting to try to do. Yeah, okay, it's coming in clear. So this is basically what pops up on the home screen after you type in Savage Nerd and go to the website. That's the first thing immediately off the back. You want this coupon? You want this 10% off? Boom. Put in your information. You're automatically going to be able to keep up on any, I'm going to assume, any sales or any new merch that drops. You get that automatically. Part of my Catwoman.
Okay. From Batman animated series. That's my nerddom.
I love it. That's my favorite Batman iteration. So I'm going to actually go through really slowly if I can.
And I can explain everything to everybody. The coolest part about Savage Nerd is that we embrace everybody's nerddom or your inner nerd. And we have different characters that you can put on the shirt, whether you're Black, Latino, white, Asian. You can choose the person that you would like to have on your shirt. And so each shirt comes in different colors and different styles, but it is the Savage Nerd name and then the logo. As far as the character logo with the hoodie, the sweatpants, sneakers. So
just like this one, I'm gonna show folks if I can. I don't know if it'll let me.
Yeah, if you go back up, it shows it in 2 different colors we got. Those are our DTG printed hoodies. That means direct to garment, where we actually print directly to the fabrics, and so that the ink is embedded into the shirt, so it gives it a better feel and better to wear. Now, if you go to the About Us page, we can actually watch a video of something being done in DTG.
Oh, let me scroll down.
There you go, right there.
There we go, right there. So this is the entire printing process. I'm sure it's sped up. It's not this quick.
It's not that quick. It's sped up for time and purpose, and you can see that's the T-shirt, the black T-shirt on the bed, and you can see as the colors get put on the T-shirt, and then the print process, and that's what the final image will look like on your T-shirt when you order T-shirts. So we do print to order, so everything is done in-house. We don't have it where we have to send stuff out to a company and then you're buying and then they're drop shipping to you. Everything comes directly from us in Jacksonville, Florida. So I do have a few people who work with me when things get a little bit hectic to send stuff out. So we get everything done. We try to ship stuff within 48 to 72 hours. And so we ship right now. Shipping is free for the month of May, which is about to end. And anywhere in the domestic United States, we'll ship for free. We can ship at UPS. We can do FedEx or US Postal. If people live in areas sometimes where they have problems with the post office, we can make sure we do it UPS for them. They can include a note to let us know, or FedEx, so that way they can get their packages on time. Because I know some areas of the United States, people do have problems with their post office, or they just don't care.
Yeah.
Not a knockout to the US Post Office, though. They do a phenomenal job every day. But sometimes
as a whole, they are right. I'm gonna talk about my local post office. Y'all are trash. I don't care. Y'all already messing up my postage. Y'all can't mess it up anymore. I promise you can't. But I love the ones that are trying. I do love the ones that's trying. Thank you.
Right. So,
But all right, that is yours. Yeah, that's super cool.
We wanted to get that uniqueness to people because I know you have some brands where you wear something and you're stuck with that one character on your shirt, and it's like, okay, I don't really like this design, or I like this design, that design. So with us, we have over 40 unique different designs that you can do. We're going to expand from that with those different designs. Then we also have words on shirts, like different terms. Like my favorite is socially functional introvert. And I love that shirt because that's exactly what I am. You can see it right there in the background. That's
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can. I don't know. Can I? I can't click
you should
on
be
it.
able to click on it and make it bigger. If not, you can go to the actual shirt on the site.
Let me
And
see.
I love that shirt because that's me all day. I could stay in the house, or if I have to function at an event or anything to talk to other people, I can actually do that. As after all, I was a Marine, so I can function around anybody or anything. I adapt to my situations very well, but I prefer to be in the house.
Yeah, people. I'm one of those people that thrive during the pandemic instead of being absolutely distraught.
Oh yeah, you didn't freak out. I can't come in the car.
Oh God, it was so. I don't care what y'all say. I want to go back. I want to go back. Y'all are too much.
Yeah, it's inner peace when you're sitting at home and you get to think about stuff a little bit more, and you look at your life path a little bit differently.
Instead of trying to fulfill somebody else's dream or working to fulfill somebody else's dream, you
That
can have
expert.
yeah, you can have your own, which is why all of
Mm.
this and all of this. Oh wait, wrong side. All of that now exists. It's great. Oh, all right. So, Donnell,
Yes.
is there anything else you'd like to say before we get deep into this Star Wars world that I'm about to bring you into, or
Okay.
we're going to travel through?
What I do recommend people go out, check out our site. You know, even if you don't buy today, we do have a firm on there. You can pay with a firm if you know, make your payments and everything. If you don't have the money right away, we have PayPal, and we also take all major credit cards on the site. Everything is safe, just like any website that you go to, whether you go to Amazon or Mayfair, Wayfair, and all the different sites. Our security is just the same as everybody else's. We don't sell anybody's information that we collect, and we make sure that we're not. It's not possible to hack us as well. So we do take security very seriously when people are using our site.
You are appreciated, sir. See, look, I'm telling y'all, he been ready. He's been ready for y'all. If he hasn't gone through it, he's seen somebody else do it.
Right.
This man is about his stuff. What
Oh,
he's not going
also,
to do. Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
Also,
go.
if you can go back to the site, go to our Facebook page or our Instagram page. If anybody's in the Jacksonville, Florida area, which is where we're based, we do sponsor a comedy night, open mic comedy night on the second and fourth Wednesdays of each month, and it's sponsored by Savage Nerd, and it's open mic, so people can come up and sign up. But we also have known comedians who come through and do stuff with us. So if you could pull that up, we can show everybody.
Is it on under the Savage Nerd Facebook?
Yes.
Oh, I see. I got you. Give me 1 second.
You can either do Facebook or Instagram. Just tag one.
That is not what I wanted to show.
The F right there. Just pop the F. The F will work.
It won't. You know what it is? It won't let me show that window. I gotta change the window. Give me 1 second. Sorry, y'all. Technical difficulties because I'm learning as I go, but y'all gonna see it in like 2 seconds. Okay, cool. Bye. There you go.
Right. That's our open mic night there. And our last post, actually one of the comedians who came out, he was a known comedian, but we did a show. And if you scroll down, you should be able to see, or scroll up.
Which way? Is it the hump day party or
go back up? And then if anybody wants to collaborate with us, we're open for that. Just hit us up on our Instagram or our Facebook, and you can reach us that way, or you can email us at info@digitalmysticentgroup.com and get in touch with us that way. If you have a show or anything that you would like for us to work with you on, we don't mind working with everybody. We're trying to help everybody out and, you know, get your site more views and get you more people looking and everything like that.
It is appreciated. So for all of y'all that are trying to get your stuff off the ground, you have this man is a gateway. If you need help, ask.
Yeah, I don't mind. Like I told you, if I tell you how to do something and you do it, I'll keep working with you. But if I tell you how to do something and you don't do it and you keep asking the same questions over and over again, I fall back. That's just what I do.
It's rough. Tis rough, but y'all will be all right. I have confidence in y'all. I know my audience is smart and cherished. All right, so let's get myself back together. I'm gonna bring down this banner and boop. Hi, welcome back. Just us. All right, so I decided to have you on because you are in my head a Star Wars like Jedi Master in my head. You are. Stop. Like, no, on some real dude.
Okay.
Like you have all in my head, you've got all of the lore. Like I've come to you with stuff and you'll be like, oh, did you know XYZ? Da-da-da. No, when did that happen? What you mean? What you talking about? When did that happen? I didn't see that happen in the movie.
Right.
Have you read do you read? Would you read the books that they have coming out? Or not coming out, but the previous
okay.
round of books.
That's why I wouldn't say I'm like quite a Jedi Master. I would consider myself a Jedi because I do know others who've read all the books that are canon. And I've read a few books. I haven't read everything. So I do have some knowledge from stuff that I read, movies that I watched, games that I played, comics that I read. So I have knowledge, but not the knowledge like on some Yoda type stuff.
I don't think
I'm more like Obi-Wan before he got to the council. You know, when Obi-Wan sliced off in half, and it was like, "Oh, you ready?" But you know, that's where I'm at. Like, you can take on a Padawan learner, but you not a Jedi Master. I would say that much.
All right, I won't give you. All right, you know where you are.
I'm not on the council. Just put it that way.
You're not on the the only in my head the only person that's on the council is Daddy George Lucas and Stepdaddy Filoni and Stepdaddy Favreau. Right. Them's the only ones that's on the council in my head. That's it. Everybody else is just really, really well paid by the Star Wars franchise because they work for them or new. Like there's that big of a range. I'm gonna still put you in the master category because you read the comics. There are people out here that don't know that there are comics, let alone books and stuff like that. I think I'm a small, not small. I just started getting into the books themselves now. And then there's the whole canon versus legend stuff. And because Disney decided to like cut some stuff off, it makes it very complicated. So everything's up in the air right now. I think everybody at this point is a Padawan just because of all of the lore that they're starting to kind of bring into the legends that they're bringing into canon. I think everybody's on a nice level playing field at the moment.
Okay. Even from video games, even from the video games.
Especially for the video games.
My first Star Wars game was the coin operated Star Wars game that they had where you fly the Death Star tunnel. You just fly the tunnel route in the Death Star.
What you say now, Chuck?
Yeah, that was my first Star Wars game that I played. The second one was Empire Strikes Back on Atari, and you had to fly the snow speeder and destroy AT-ATs. That was my second Star Wars game. That's how back.
See, don't play. See, but look, you playing games. You playing games, Mr. Donnell. You playing games. literally playing games. Oh, wait, are you frozen? Oh, no. All right. Donnell, I'm going to keep your window up for now. I think your Wi-Fi might have betrayed you just a little bit. Or it betrayed me, one of the two. Hey, Swift, what's going on, man? Donnell, if you can hear, I'm going to take you out of the stream just so you don't look like you just bent over for no reason. If you need to dip out and come back in to reset, let me know. I'm gonna try to hold it down as much as I can because I like to talk. But yeah, I was saying that Donnell. Oh, yep, he hit the cord. He's got to reset. All right, y'all. Goddamn cords. So he's gonna reset. He's gonna come back in, and we'll get to talking about Star Wars some more. But Donnell does not give himself enough credit. He knows more than he thinks he knows. He may not know more than other people. But you got. Oh, look, see.
I'm back. I do apologize to everyone. I kicked the cord by mistake. And I have like 2 computers up here, a printer, some other stuff. So it's not that room to navigate. And I'm tall too, so I do apologize.
It's better than me being knocking over my own camera and lamp because I'm literally. You've got like a comm center in front of you. I have a laptop and basically a student desk. That's all I'm rocking with right now.
Okay. But
you fine.
Okay, I'll finish with the Star Wars games. Then from there, I played Star Wars that was on Nintendo. Then Star Wars that was on Super Nintendo. And my favorite Star Wars game is Knights of the Old Republic, but that was on Xbox. My second favorite is Shadows of the Empire, which was on Super Nintendo.
Dude, you have cheat codes. You have cheat codes to the Star Wars franchise that you don't even know about. People never got to. I have not played Knights of the Old Republic. All I can do is watch it on YouTube. That's all I got. All of the stories.
It's coming back out, so you'll get your chance. They're putting it out on PC and they're putting it out on PlayStation 5. So if everything adds up to what they're saying, because I know people say they add stuff, drop stuff, add stuff, drop stuff, but with you never know. I think they're going to do it.
Is it confirmed that they're going to do?
Last I read it was, but people said it wasn't. So I read something today said they were going to do it. So I just got to confirm it with another source to see if they're going to do it. But you may have your chance to play it. But I do wish they would bring Shadows of the Empire back.
What was that one about?
Oh, that game was really nice. It was another bounty hunter. They had to rescue Princess Leia from Zazor. And so you get to fight all the other bounty hunters. You go to Ord Mandel, you go to all kinds of places and fight other bounty hunters from Hoth, everything. It's really cool.
It's not turn-based, right? You're just trying to defeat.
No, it's first-person shooter. It's a first-person shooter. So you fight other bounty hunters like Boba Fett, IG-88, Bosk. Who else was on there? I'm trying to think. It's been so long. I was trying to remember all the characters to it to kind of give you a feel for what it was.
You might have your confirmation, or at least another somebody else that suspects that they're bringing it back. I mean, the money is there. If they just put a little bit of I mean, people are going crazy for Jedi Survivor,
right?
As an open world game. I can only imagine what is it? Shadow of the
Empire. They have a
Empire.
book. They have a book for it as well, but you're dealing pretty much with the Black Sun. But instead of going from the Luke Skywalker part of the book, you're going from another person's perspective. You're pretty much on the back end of what was going on with Luke Skywalker, and at some point you have to come in and help him and everything like that. So it's pretty.
Dude, it would be.
It would make a great movie if they did it. I kid you not. It would make a super movie.
They had an opening with the Solo movie, because at the end of, spoiler alerts, if you ain't seen it by now, you ain't never gonna see it. You're fine. At the end of Solo, there's like a post-credit scene, and it's Darth Maul. And Darth Maul's been talking with the female lead, Kira, in the movie, and it's basically her and him working together because she's part of the Black Suns and he's in charge of it.
Right. And but the crazy part about it is during that situation, I guess it was a little before their time. because if you look at everything, because it only talks about Luke, Leia, Han Solo is in it, and it just basically centered around the backstory of what's going on with the Black Sun and them kidnapping Leia, and you're having to help Luke rescue Leia. But you only meet Luke like twice in the whole game, but you barely see him. Like you're running up to help him in an ambush, and then from there you jump out.
You're doing your own thing.
You're doing your own thing pretty much.
And
you're
that's fine.
Running from bounty hunters as well.
Okay. I mean, that's fine because they are. It's a little desperate at this point. They're desperately trying to get away from the Holy Trinity. That's Luke, Leia, and Han. I feel like they're trying to actually expand the universe that is Star Wars.
Right.
So it would work really, really well. It would work really well, and if you attach it. What am I doing? If you attach it the right way, you still get a little bit of member berries for the old heads.
Right. And the character was Dash Rendar. That was his name, Dash Rendar.
Dash Rendar? That's in charge of the Black Sun, or that's your main character.
That's the main character. You play as him.
Okay.
So you get jetpacks and all kinds of stuff. So it's pretty cool. So pretty much everything that's in Star Wars is in this game, and all the different. But you get to see more worlds than just what you originally saw in Star Wars. So because you never actually got to see Ord Mantell until you actually play Shadows of the Empire. And then even after that, we had TIE Fighter Wars on the computer and X-Wing Fighter on the computer. So you pretty much played that on the PC, and you had to fly. And that's when I first found out about Thrawn. That was yeah. So that was pretty cool. And that was back in the 90s on the PC. So it was pretty cool.
I don't understand. I don't know. I don't understand why they have waited so long to try to put this man into the universe, aside from Clone Wars and Rebels.
Well,
no, not Clone Wars. Rebels.
I know.
Oh, go.
Every time you change something that people are not familiar with, they get upset about it. Like people were upset about Rebels, but then when you watch Rebels gets really good each season. It gets better and better. And the same thing with Clone Wars. People complained about Ahsoka, and now Ahsoka is like one of the top characters that people like. And so it was, they complained they killed Darth Maul off too quick. So guess what? They brought him back in Clone Wars so people could see more Darth Maul. And so it's just like,
and Rebels.
Right, and Rebels. So it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. And it's like, it's hard in today's society to do stuff because everybody's an expert or a movie critic or a critic on some kind of subject. So when they put something out, it's like I was telling somebody, a lot of people might hate me for this, but when I was with Swift and we were talking about Star Wars, and I said Star Wars was a boring movie. But because it was so special when it came out in the 70s, the special effects, the sound, you had a villain that's never been seen anything like that before.
Facts.
It was beautiful for the time period. But if you sit down and you put a little kid in front of Star Wars right now, they'll look at it like, this is hot garbage. They can't watch it.
No.
But if you take Empire Strikes Back and put it in front of that, they'll watch that from start to finish.
Bells and whistles, things that the story is going.
It transcends the time. And it's a better directed movie. You got better acting in the movie, and it just flows beautifully. Yeah. And so, but everybody would have complained about Star Wars. They didn't give you a backstory on Kenobi and the Clone Wars. Why is Luke so pissed off, and why is he with his aunt and uncle? You don't know who his parents are. All the stuff people complain about, nitpick and everything, they would have ate that movie up today if it was released.
We talked about this a little bit before the stream. That's part of the reason why he couldn't release the original 3 that were supposed to be put first. It was hard enough for me when I first. I'm gonna be honest. The prequels, hated. Even before I knew about Jar Jar Binks, or got extra upset about Jar Jar Binks, I should say, in the way he was portrayed. I'm really sorry.
Everybody.
I hated them. I hated them so much that I wasn't going to watch anything else Star Wars. It was dead to me. Clone Wars was dead to me. I ain't give a shit about Rebels. Y'all can take your whole fucking basket of toys and throw it right into the trash. Y'all are hot garbage. You ruined my entire childhood. My franchise is dead to me now. Thank you. Then I got over it a decade later. And I actually watched the prequels, the Clone Wars, and in order. So I watched the original, what's the first movie?
Phantom Menace.
The Sith, Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
I watched Phantom Menace. Then I went to I watched Clone Wars, or not Clone Wars. Was it Clone Wars? Is the second movie? Look. Y'all can be pissed at me if you want to. I worked a 10-hour shift.
I'm not
going home for 2. You go. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong, but I'm like, wait, what's the actual name of the movie? Revenge of the Sith is the second one.
No, Revenge of the Sith is the third. Attack of the Clones is the second. Then you got A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi.
Last Jedi.
And those that shall not be named.
Right. But you know what? This is how I look at it, and I don't complain. I've learned not to complain about movies and expectations, because if you look at all 9 movies, it's basically the same first movie, second movie, third movie. If you look at all 3 movies, all 9 movies together, like boom, 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 repeat, watch, rinse, repeat. That's what all 9 are. So I have come to the conclusion, because a lot of people who direct some of this stuff and write some of this stuff, they didn't grow up with it. Yeah. They don't know anything about it. So you expect the person to come in and write something that's going to make you feel a certain way when they don't have any feeling for what's going on. Yeah. So that's why the TV shows are better than the movies, because the people directing the TV shows and writing the TV shows are the ones who grew up with it. So when you have a director, writer, producer who grew up with something and they decides to put something out, it's going to be way better. Yeah. And you'll get stuff true to the source material. You'll get everything will be perfect for you. And it's just like, if you look at the Han Solo story, Solo, which I don't think the movie is too bad, but you got a lot of people who read the books, they hate that movie. Yeah. So if you read the book about Han Solo, then you're like, this is hot garbage. But if you never read the book, you're like, this is meh. You know, it's mid.
It's all right.
You got some people like, okay, it was a great filler. I'm not going to be upset about it because, you know, Harrison Ford is too old to play Han Solo.
Sorry, time is a thing.
Right. Unless you want a CGI movie, a whole CGI movie with Harrison
Indiana Jones.
Right. So I throw my hands up. So I think a lot of people need to stop having these expectations for these movies that are over the moon stars and, you know, everything you get in a box of Lucky Charms, and just sit back and ride with what they put out and then critique it on that level. Because if you know who the writer is, if the writer's not used to writing stuff on that level, and you can see it in Marvel, DC, and all these other movies.
Boy, don't get me started.
Right. You can't come in with expectations that, oh, hey, they're going to make a movie about Boba Fett, but yet they're going to leave out all this history about Boba Fett, but then they're going to do this with Boba Fett. You're looking like, what? It
was tough. That show, that thing, you know why it makes it so much worse is the fact that they knew what they had was not going to do well, so they immediately switched in the Mandalorian. They knew it wasn't hitting. Yeah.
But I mean, it's so much they could have did with Boba Fett, but they didn't. And so, like I said, you just gotta take it with a grain of salt. Maybe it'll be better the upcoming season. If not, I think they need to just say, okay, we're done with this.
I don't think that. Oh God, they did say they were going to do a second one. Oh God.
And for them to kill off Cad Bane was, to me,
boy, that was me. I checked the fuck out. I ain't never been so I'm pissed. Fucking pissed. beyond agitated. I'm still mad, and it was beautiful. They did such a good job with the build and the coloring and the movement and everything. It was perfect.
And the killing off
Y'all
just like that's how I felt.
I feel like Charlie Day.
The thing about it though is, to me, if the Bad Batch can leave Omega out of it and do something live, the Bad Batch would make a better live show than Boba Fett would.
Yeah, okay. I think I part of me, I'm on the fence with Omega. Me and Omega fight on a regular basis in my head. We have I be pulling her hair and like pushing her face into the dirt. I fight with this girl in my head. See, okay, all right. Yeah. Let the let the hate. Yes, William. I will be letting the hate flow through me. He no. Swift, no. Cad costs as much as they want to invest in him as a long-term antagonist. He needs to stick around. He needed to stick around. It doesn't cost them that much to have him have a couple of moments on screen. He was only on screen maybe a total of 10 minutes for the entire series.
Yeah, because they made him more mysterious.
Yeah. And to just throw him away with a gunfight? Are you bugging? You bugging. You lost your mind to throw him away like that. That's easy.
But you also got to understand, that's how Cad Bane usually finishes people off. Like, he always does the gunfighter thing. That's why he wears his duster and his hat.
But from old dude, Mr. 1-2 punch? Nah, not him. He's not taking him out. I'm still but I do agree with you on this. I don't. Okay,
yeah, he might not be dead, but I hope he's not.
I don't think he's.
I hope he's not dead. I would be highly upset if he is. So
I think a lot of people were upset that they actually did kill him off. I think they want him back. It's they got money. Like, that's not the excuse. That's not the excuse. You gonna
Disney pockets are like, okay, yeah, well, I live in Florida, so I know how much money Disney brings into Florida. Just the taxes alone, they pay over $1 billion in taxes in Florida. Yes.
That's what is that? 30%?
They're the second biggest employer in the state next to Publix grocery store, if not the first. Yeah. So the amount
that's
of
why I have stock in them.
The amount of traffic that goes to Orlando Airport from around the world just for Disney World is ridiculous.
If you sit in that airport long enough, you'll meet one person from almost every country.
Yes, that is true.
If you sit there for a week,
in the first 2 hours, you can meet somebody from every country.
Yeah, easy. Yeah.
Especially South America, they come up in droves to go to Disney World. They do like get together, gathers, and so on. So the money thing ain't an issue, and so I think that they should bring him back. Period. I don't care. He should be in the second season. But I would love to see more of the other bounty hunters like Dangar. I would like to see something with him in it. And so,
was he part of the batch that was with Cad?
No, he was running with Boba Fett when he was with Singh, when they was together. Aurora Singh.
Yeah. Right. Oh, I got you. I'm back. I got
That's
you.
the only time he had, and they had Bosk with them too. So I would like a backstory with something to bring those guys in if they're still alive. Because I know sometimes they do stuff like they're supposed to, sometimes they don't. I would like to see what happened with him and see how he works out, because he was a bounty hunter as well. That ran with Boba Fett.
Did he get killed off in oh god.
He got knocked off the speeder. If I'm trying to remember the episode when they were on the train and they was underneath that planet and they was kidnapping a girl. I forgot.
That's where I'm getting confused.
And he was on the top of the train and he fell off the train, but he still lived. I can't remember
I gotta
her.
go back and watch it.
And
I can't remember her name either.
It was in Clone Wars when they went to kidnap the girl, and they had her in the trunk.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember the chaos around it. I kind of remember a little bit of shit. I could have sworn that he got killed by.
No,
he got blown up or something.
He fell off, but he didn't die.
Okay. But did he come back and he was pissed that Orasang left him or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. Okay, so he's not okay.
It's been a minute, but he should still be alive. So if anybody's out there that wants to check, double check, let us know. If Dengar is still alive, he should
do a little legwork for your for some fellow Star Wars fans, please, if you don't mind. We trying to get through a bunch of stuff. But see, Donnell, I'll be telling you, be knowing. You act like you say you don't know something, but you know something about a lot of things.
I see a lot of stuff and I forget a lot of stuff. But like this is how much I do Star Wars. This is something my daughter bought me for my birthday. It lights up.
Oh, you can see it's like a hologram almost. It's got like a rainbow colors. Yeah.
It's like a hologram. It lights up and everything. So
you got more than that, but I'm gonna let you live. Anyway.
You know I do.
So, yo, I keep threatening to come to your place to look at your aesthetic.
I'm really not trying to do much. I'm just gonna collect about 5 more lightsabers, and then I want to build my own. I want to collect 5 more lightsabers, and then I want to finish my Sith collection.
Wait, build your own? Like go to Disney, build your own, or build your own? Dude, it isn't. I cry.
Yeah.
There's 3 generations. It was me, my aunt, and her grandson. So that's 3 generations of us getting goddamn Star Wars. I wept. And we all picked purple. That like we all got different handles. Nobody influenced anybody else, but we all got purple handles. I was like, okay, cool. I love. Ugh. You got to go with family though.
Purple Kyber crystals. No, me and my daughter gotta go. So
yeah, because I'm not gonna show up.
She's roundabout Star Wars, but she's not really Star Wars. Like she could tell you some of the characters because she does have Grogu in her room. If you go in her room, she has Grogu in. And
I mean,
she started watching The Mandalorian with me, and it was like she didn't really want to watch it, but she was on the couch and I turned it on. And then she was like, "That's cute,
that baby
Yoda." Yeah, she got attracted to that, and then it was just like she was in from there. So she watched it, and I was hooked ever since. And so she watches it from time to time with me. But like Boba Fett, she didn't want to watch Boba Fett.
She's got good sense. She's got good sense. She needs a little more patience, maybe, but that's it. I will say. I was not expecting to be. I audibly gasped when that little baby showed up on that TV screen. I was like, oh, ovaries! Oh my god!
Wow.
I was laid out by that kid. I mean, you got to feel something for that little baby. He's like this big, and he don't talk. He don't cause no trouble to start with. He's adorable.
He ate the eggs.
I mean, I like caviar too.
Wow.
I like it. I mean,
the most messed up part about that episode is that she stared at him like, "I know you eat my eggs."
My kids, homie.
And he's just looking at her like, "I didn't do it." He's like, "What?" Like,
what's your complaint? What's your complaint? Right. You got more. I can't have one.
And that's how he was looking at her, like, okay.
But you're not yelling at me, so I'm gonna just get one more.
Right. So
right here.
That's just cold.
Oh God. Not Grogu's evil. What? That's what Grogu's supposed to do. Disney's evil plan worked excellent. They've been doing it for decades. They know. You get big. What is it? Big eyes, cute little face. And the thing that makes the thing that creeps me out with him is the fucking teeth. He's got little pointy, goddamn sharp shit, goddamn teeth. That shit creeps me the fuck out. I do not want to see that little bastard angry. That is gonna be. They better not ever have him be like. Was it when they had evil Ray in that little cavern?
Right.
Don't do it. Disney, don't do it. I'm telling you
They
right
probably,
now, I'll never forgive y'all.
They probably won't, because he's pretty much going to be a Mandalorian from this point on with Jedi powers. So, but Yoda had sharp teeth too. And the crazy part is, when this is how you know they got you. Like when we went to see Empire Strikes Back in the movie theaters, everybody remembered Yoda like that. Like everybody did, because he was different. He was short, he was green. And then when he lifted X-Wing up out of the swamp in Dagobah, it was just like, what? Like
little man do big things.
Right. And so we like, so he's stronger than Darth Vader, because Darth Vader was just pushing stuff around. Yoda said, hold up, let me take the spaceship out. Let me throw it. Like you
land it gently.
You play too much, Luke. You gotta go. Go ahead and go. Bye. I'm done teaching you. You hard headed. Go get
you
your
ain't
butt
listening.
Go
talk to your daddy.
Yeah, daddy about to put one on you. So that's pretty much how Yoda looked at him. Like, you just don't know. You about to get one. And pretty much, what'd he say?
If you take one thing away from Star Wars, they got the cutest characters in fiction. I don't know. In science fiction, maybe. Fantasy, no. No. Science fiction, absolutely.
Yeah. So they do got some nice looking characters, because people fell in love. And then when Return of Jedi, I remember the summer we went to see that. The Ewoks. We wasn't expecting the Ewoks. And the Ewoks from that, just put it this way, because that movie made so much money. The Ewoks got a Saturday morning cartoon.
Wait, hold on.
And they had a TV show.
Keep talking. I'm still here.
Yeah, the Ewoks got TV shows. They got like 3 movies with the Ewoks in them that you can see on Disney Plus that don't really come on TV anymore.
That's my baby. That's my baby. Yo, you couldn't pull me. That Saturday morning cartoon, that was my jam. You could not pull me away from that cartoon. I was waiting to see what happened every week.
And so that's what I'm saying. So that adorable, like Swift said, with the adorable character thing, they had that on lock, because everybody had Ewoks. Like we did, they were unuseful as play toys, but everybody had the Ewok tree set, and I had about 5 or 6 different Ewoks. So just to have Ewoks, I mean, you could go to battle with them, because you had all your main characters, and then you had the Ewoks. I'm like, it was what it was. They couldn't even hold guns. They only could hold spears. So,
but I know those spears. Didn't they have bows and arrows though too?
No, they just had spears when you first got Ewoks. They had Chief Chirpa and Wicked, and then I think they made Logray. So I think they made 3 different ones, if I remember.
It's Wicked. Oh God. Ooh. Anyway, Wicked was my boy.
They did have the toys from the Ewok set, but they were hard to find, and they wasn't as popular as the regular Star Wars stuff, though.
It was. I remember going into Toys R Us as a little kid. I don't know how I did not have more toys as a kid. I know we went in there a lot. My grandmother was trying to make me tired. Now I realize.
Toys R Us was expensive back in the day. The average folk couldn't go in Toys R Us and get stuff. So
she would take me in there and have me walk around and look at and play, like when it was in I think it was one of the bigger stores. I don't remember if it was in Times Square or 34th Street. I think it was 34th Street. We would just walk around. She would walk my ass up and down. You could play with all the toys you want that are out on display as long as you don't break anything. I go home, knocked out, done.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she knew what
exactly.
That was a playground for you.
Yeah, dude. I really wish they'd bring it. Well, I know it's back, but it's not back. Yeah. So, since we've gotten in a little bit into some of the lore of it, I wanted to know what you think. I'm going to try to see if I can pull up this. I don't think they have any images, actually. I'm going to just go into it. So, they're going to have a couple of new shows. coming up. One of them is I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's very vague what they're talking about. But it's kind of like, is it Ahsoka? I think Ahsoka is the one where they're being a little bit vague about
Well,
what the
Ahsoka,
characters are going to be.
you got the Acolyte, Ahsoka, Lando, and Skeleton Crew. So
Yes,
we have those.
yes. I think it's the Acolyte that they're being vague about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really curious to see what they're going to do with that. I like things that are gray. Ahsoka is she's basically a gray Jedi. I think it's been confirmed at least in Rebels because I know she had the clone get
Well,
up.
she pretty much denounced the Jedi, so she just uses her Force powers and does whatever she does.
Right.
But people still call her a Jedi because of the fact that she has Jedi powers still. So I mean, she has powers, so therefore people are going to do what they do and say what they say about it. So
I know that the tenets for the gray Jedi are to
it's like a balance thing.
Yeah, basically they're conduits for the Force. They're not looking for power. They're not necessarily looking for ultimate peace or anything, but wherever the Force guides them to, that's how they make their judgment calls. They're not necessarily strictly for good. I want whatever good is, but they're not necessarily strictly evil either. They're not looking for dominance. They're not looking for control, which is what I feel like the light side of the Jedi actually are about. They the grays just kind of be like, look, if you leave me the fuck alone, I'm gonna leave you alone.
Pretty much.
Start none won't be none. That's how I feel, and I think that's what Ahsoka wanted. Like the way that the Jedi Council did her dirty, and they never really apologized for how they treated her.
Not at all. That's why she felt what she felt.
Yeah, and she was valid. How you guys accuse me of doing some not really dark sided, but doing some wrong shit and boot me out without any consideration of everything else that I've done up until now?
Right.
And then be like, oh, my bad, you want to come back? Fuck you. Y'all was on some fuck shit. I say all that to say I'm curious where they're going to go with the Acolyte. I feel like there might be a little bit of crossover with Thrawn and maybe the what is it, the Black Sun?
Possibly. It's supposed to be the High Republic situation with the High Republic. Right before they lost power and stuff like that. So.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes shit. I don't know anything about it. Then I'm gonna wait till it comes out and see that. But I'm super excited about what they're gonna do with Clone Wars Rebels Part 2. I guess continued.
That's Ahsoka pretty much. So
yeah. I can't wait to see everybody that's coming back because they basically confirmed everybody's back.
And then Zeb was already in the
Mandalorian. Yep.
He was in the bar with everybody, so you already seen what he's gonna look like.
He looks great.
The only person we haven't seen was Ezra. So
they confirmed who's gonna play him, but he hasn't been put.
You haven't seen him on the screen, but you've seen you've seen Sabine. You've seen oh goodness, how could I forget her name?
Oh God, Green Girl. Yeah, I'm like Green Girl. Pilot Girl.
You saw Chopper, and then also she was pregnant at the end of Rebels, so
she had the baby. There's a baby in her lap at the end of Rebels.
The baby and up everything. So see what happens with that situation.
Yeah, I kind of wonder. Yeah, you're right. You got it, man.
I got it. We said Hera. It blew it messed up. It went out of my mind. I had to think of Chopper first, then I was like, oh, Hera.
That was why is that the connection? Because that's exactly the same thing I did.
Yeah, because Chopper was a robot. So
yeah. Well, I mean, no, to go from Chopper to Hera is
yeah, it's like I had to make that circle.
So. Oh gosh. Yeah, dude. I'm and Thrawn. Just looking at the back of his head, and some of the pictures that they actually showed of what he's gonna look like is I don't know how I feel about it. The guy just looks villainous. And of course it's another Skarsgård. Because you can't go to any universe without having a Skarsgård be a part of it. So it's I think it's like their uncle or something like that. But he does give me the creeps. He gives me the creeps a little bit, which is what
give you the creeps. Thrawn,
exactly.
Some of the stuff Thrawn has done, it's he's like creepy. Wow, he is that guy. Like if you screw up, that's the last person you want trying to hunt you down or come after you. He's that guy.
And Thrawn, he's not even about violence. He's a chess player.
Yeah, he does use violence, but
not. It's not like it's not Vader violence.
Do me a favor.
I mean? Like Vader.
I'm gonna see your reaction. Let everybody else see your reaction. Look up what Thrawn did with a Star Destroyer on Coruscant. Just look it up real quick. Google it real quick, and I want to see your reaction. Since you talk about he don't use violence.
No, wait, no, I said he does, but it's not.
No, Google what he
when
did.
He gets.
Just Google what he did.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying he's not violent. I'm saying that if he gets to the point of violence, you're done.
Right.
You're done. He tries to be as. He doesn't want anyone to die because I think he does value life and all of the different things that an individual can bring to society or to the universe and whatever pathway you come across. He can see somebody's potential, so I feel like he does. I'm talking too much. Star Destroyer. I feel. Oh, Chimera? Is that what we're talking about?
Did you find out did you read what he did with that Star Destroyer?
Oh, I don't want to. Oh. Pardon me, y'all. I'm going to continue to talk my shit about my boy Thrawn. He's I feel like violence is the last resort for him.
Right.
But when he gets to that, he's doing a job to get it done. So when he does get violent, I still have not read what happens. But when he does get violent, he nasty. He's wildly inappropriate. He's wildly inappropriate. Chimeras and Prios, early Thrawn, space station. Just give me the Coruscant. You see, look, I'm looking for too much stuff. I just get to it. I don't want to read about his entire legacy. Imperial flag. Okay. Is it with Governor Price?
I'm trying to remember if that's the one where he took it and he just flew it into the planet just to do it.
I think. God damn it! Did I have a super?
Yeah, he just took it and flew it to the planet just to fly it into the planet.
I mean, because oof. But see, all right, was this? See, but this is what I say. This is what I say. He played the chess, not the checkers. Was that book Thrawn or recent Thrawn?
That was book Thrawn. That's not in none of that stuff. That's book Thrawn.
But that's not the I don't remember reading that. That's OG Thrawn.
Yeah, that's OG. Yeah,
that's OG Thrawn. See, I never got a chance to read the book. Yeah, in these where are you? Oh, Greater Good, Lesser Evil. Which one is it? What are you, book 2? I can't remember. Anyway, this Thrawn is different. Right. This is why I'm getting chess versus checkers.
Okay. No, he's always been calculated. Even in TIE Fighter Wars, remember the game I took, the PC game? He's on that.
Yeah.
And basically, in that, he tries to get you to turn on Darth Vader. Like Darth Vader has a special group of TIE fighters, a fleet that not a fleet, but a squadron that he has. And he sends you on discrete missions. The Emperor tells Darth Vader to send you out on a mission. And so you go on these missions. And then Thrawn is like, no, you don't want to do that for him. I need you to do this when you go out. Don't destroy this. Let this get past. Hijack this. And pretty much. So on the game, he pretty much was trying to go up against Vader.
Evil's, I mean, what is evil? I mean, it's just somebody that's on the wrong side, not on your side, and just really wants to get the job done. Is that evil? Yes. It's not. I like Thrawn. I don't like him because I think he's a good guy. He's not a good guy. He's not a good guy.
Right.
I'm having a lot of thoughts in my head. I apologize, everybody. I feel like he is somebody that we still don't really know what his end goal is.
Right.
Because he pops up on the scene. I think he's still on a mission from his home planet or home system. And I think all of those people over there are a problem. We don't know anything. We don't really know anything about his home world and what they're all about. He's managed to keep that secret for a very, very long time. Nobody asks him about. Am I wrong about
that? No. He plays the long game. He doesn't play the short game.
And it's been not in real time, but he's been in this shit for, it feels like, decades.
Yeah, well, if you go back and look at the back end of the books, he's been around for a very long time. But he was always in the back end.
We still don't know so we still don't know what he's about. That is a problem. That is a major problem. And I think it's genius that it's open-ended still, because that's even another level of what Star Wars can turn into. We can make a new set of villains and a new set of holy trinities that make the Mandalorian look fucking obsolete. Depending on, the Mandalorian going up against Thrawn, it ain't gonna work. It's not gonna be a good look.
Yeah, that's not. It's actually Mando. I think Mando would take him out, because I've never seen him really fight or anything like that. So.
But Thrawn on a hand-to-hand combat, Thrawn's not going to win. But as far as strategy goes,
he out strategize anybody.
Yeah. It's going to be a problem. But then you have to come up with a hero that could at least give him problems, or at least have Thrawn respect that counterpart more so than he does Palpatine and the rest of them, because he definitely respects Palpatine. He's not trying to. That's the only person I think that he doesn't try to play. And the fact that Palpatine is gone means that in my head, that means that there's a vacuum. Thrawn could be the new Palpatine. Hey, Chris. Hi.
Hey.
Thrawn. Okay, so Swift says Thrawn is cool, but he is lacking in the hand-to-hand combat. I agree.
That's what we said.
Yeah, those kind of characters are interesting, but nowhere on the level of like the Emperor, Palpatine, the Emperor, right? Emperor can hand it to you in person. Technically speaking, he can hand it to you genetically. He can hand it down to you genetically too.
Right.
Oh God, Jesus. And then here we go. All right, nonfiction. He's like, they're going. Are y'all having a fight?
No, they just
no, I know I'm messing. I'm stirring up shit. I'm just trying to stir up some shit. They're keeping him okay. So he thinks that they're keeping him hidden, and just because of his ability to strategize and use his weaponry. Yeah. I think I don't think they figured out what to do with Thrawn because his background is built up so well. I think they're trying to be careful about what they do with him going forward.
Yeah, they don't want to make him look weak because everybody has these high expectations of him, so that when he does finally hit, it's like, what, really? It'd be another Cad Bane letdown, and we don't want that.
I'll break. I will fly to Florida.
We don't.
I'll fly to Florida. Oh God!
I think they shoot in L.A. or do they shoot in Australia?
I do not care.
Or ain't Lucas Randall? Yeah.
Look at it's in a weird space, isn't it? It's not.
It's in Cali, but it's not. It's like in the middle of the ranch stuff.
What is it? Skywalker. Where this place is? It is.
It's in California. Yeah.
Oh, I want to go to Skywalker Ranch. I've never been to California, and I think there's a reason God has decided to keep me here on the East Coast because
California is not that bad. I've been to San Diego, Oakland, San Francisco, LA, Long Beach. Oh. I've been all over Inglewood, all that stuff. So.
I don't know if I'm a Cali person though. I think yeah, you're right. You're right. It's 40 minutes outside of San Francisco.
Yeah, the Bay Area.
I mean, that's nice. That's a nice piece of land. That's a damn nice piece of land.
The Redwood Forest is up that way. We went to the Redwood Forest, like me and my wife, because I wanted to show her where they filmed Return of the Jedi, and we went to the Redwood Forest. And we're standing in front of the big trees. So
that's fucking future husband. I want to go where they shot Star Wars with the big trees. Redwood just so Forest. You know. I mean, you almost guarantee. I mean,
I can tell you this much. There's only two things that made my mouth drop open on this planet, and it's probably some more stuff. The Grand Canyon is one, and the Redwood Forest is the second one. Like when you walk in there, the trees, like even the ferns that grow around the trees are massive. And like you can't even, the trees are so big, like you can walk through them, drive through them. You can put, like, we got a picture of 5 of us inside of the tree. That's how big they are.
I can't do it. That's a lot of tree.
Yeah, they're so tall, and it's just like you sit there looking at it, and it's just like it's beautiful.
Wait, who is you made for to be that big?
I don't know. They just made that big. It's the way the weather is in that particular area. The trees get a lot of moisture and whatever they need to grow, and they grow and they grow. They're like huge. Yeah. So.
I'm like trying to think of a tree that's the size of my room. It's the size of my room.
You could actually build a house inside a redwood tree. Yeah. Well, a New York apartment would fit in a redwood tree. Easy.
That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at my room like I can't even get 5 people to stand next to each other from one side to the other.
Redwood tree. Yeah.
Ooh, good God.
But it's cool to go if you make that trip out there to see where they filmed Return of the Jedi. My bad. You'll really like it.
Oh no, I'm going. I mean, I'm going. Hubby, I don't need you. I just would appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful.
Appreciate a trip. Yeah, I've seen that. You know where I remember seeing that in like old timey like videos.
Oh, yeah, where you could drive your car through.
You could drive the car through them. That's wild. That's not nice either. Don't do that to
trees. But the tree is still alive, believe it or not. The tree is still standing. It's weird. Like they're so big that didn't even bother the tree.
That's wild. Yeah, Mother Nature is weird, dude. Like
it's
weird and glorious.
Wait, actually, hold on. Let's see if this works out. I'll show you real quick.
I don't know if. Let's see, where are you? I don't want to get enough for you yet. Yeah, no. I'm trying to think. See, I think my breathtaking moments just around the globe. Not that I've traveled to too many places.
I'm trying to make it so that the light works out, it reflects. But this is me standing in front of a redwood tree. I'm trying to get it so that the light's not so bad, but if I can.
Oh no, I see a little. It's the glare from everything else on the outer side.
Yeah, it's not. But it's me standing in front of the tree, and I'm shooting my camera straight up, and I still barely got the top of the tree. It's that tall. Like I'm doing a selfie at the bottom of the tree, and I can't even get to the top of the tree.
That's wild. Dude, I gotta get out to Cali someday. Someday, not today. I get closer and closer every couple of years. I think the closest I've gotten so far is Vegas. But
I've been there too.
I'll get out there someday. Yeah, well, I mean, you gotta go to Vegas at least one time in your life. Woo, entertaining. Wow. All right. I don't know. Can you tell me something that you don't think a lot of people know about Star Wars? Or you know what? No, maybe a better question is, I know you've already talked about being patient with these movies and with the TV shows, I'm sure. Oh wait, who's folks? Asking about Donnell or me? You gotta clarify. There's two people up here. What you talking about, Willis?
I know, right?
What do you?
Okay, I'll give you a prime example. All right, remember the episode of Andor? No. Episode of Mandalorian, that slow episode, the very slow episode that nobody wanted to watch. Where they was in the rehabilitation program and the doctor was.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now remember that episode. That was one of the most important episodes of The Mandalorian, and nobody wanted to watch it.
Except for, I mean, I watched the way that they're doing. For me, I'll speak for myself. I'll speak for myself. He's got all right. Swift's got the scoop. Yes, episode 3. You're right, man.
The slow episode that nobody wanted to watch. That was the most important episode of the whole series.
I watched it twice. It twice. I agree with you. It is very important because that is one thing is that's your new villain, or that person. What that person is going to help Moff Gideon. Moff Gideon, yeah. Maybe not new villain, but the villain. And you can see all of the secrets the secrets the efforts that she went through in order to keep that secret.
Right.
That man had, you gotta go. You gotta go. He's too inquisitive. No one's really watching for him because the guy seems so unassuming.
Right.
And all that needed to happen was for him to feel guilty enough and tell everybody about how many clones he actually made, because that little tank that they found,
right,
that ain't it. That's
but you also got to remember he was in season 1 as well.
Yeah,
he was just on for a couple of seconds.
Yeah,
and then that was it.
He said, I wanted to see baby. He's like, we're trying to get Baby Yoda because we have this important project that we're working on. Yeah.
And so he was on for a short term. And then what people also fail to realize is too, that Bad Batch, basically the whole thing with Omega at the end of the final 2 episodes relates to what's going on now, which relates to, what's going on in Last Jedi and all that stuff. Even though I know people don't watch all that stuff, but it's all connected.
It is. And that's why I just got so excited. I call myself a story whore. I freely admit this. I love a good fucking story. You give me a good story, I will do anything. That the last little piece of information at the end of the Bad Batch saying that is so and so's. I'm not saying it because y'all need to watch it. Sister.
Right.
I was like, I knew there couldn't just be one. There's gotta be more. There's no way that they basically
made more than just one, so they made more than just one. because remember they used to like to experiment on big terms. So they wasn't just cloning just the clone soldiers. They were doing other stuff besides the clone soldiers. Because that's what they were
practicing.
Right. Actually, we were known for cloning. So
but for what the after the Empire asked them to do that,
and that's good about the world.
Why would they limit themselves?
Right. Exactly.
Yep.
So even when they got destroyed and they wiped all of them out, I still think it did. But you still needed those episodes though, because the Zillo Beast actually has something to do with the cloning program, believe it or not. Moving forward. Yeah, you got to go back and watch that part when they was attacking the Zillo Beast. They wanted the armor for the Zillo Beast to make armor.
Right. Shit. Shit. Oh shit.
So it was important. And then they was trying to get blood from the Zillo Beast so they could make other stuff with that blood.
I know what's coming. I know what's coming. Y'all better go watch these goddamn shows. I need y'all to be involved in my life with these shows. I need y'all to get into this Star Wars stuff. I know I'm weird. He got
to finish Bad Batch now. Yeah, you got to finish Bad Batch.
Boo, you need to go finish Bad Batch. You better go. Oh my God. I know what they're doing.
Right. So.
Oh my God. Wait. Okay. All right. I saw that and I'm still no. Okay. Think about all of the things that has to do with the clones. Y'all better go watch goddamn Bad Batch. All the things that the clones are doing. They're trying to find all of their brothers. Well, no, not just the clones. All of the different shows are doing. Every single show has touched on some form of healing, clone work, and splicing things together. That is all I can give y'all. That's all I can give y'all. And there's that those three pieces might fit into one person. I hate that
that's how they show how all of that came about to get where they got to in the movie. But because everybody's trying to figure out how the hell did he do that, and it was like, oh, so when you watch Bad Batch, it explains it towards the end of Bad Batch. Then where you trying to go with it. Then if you watch, Mandalorian, it explains it with what Moff Gideon was doing to lead into Ahsoka. So you have to have all that knowledge from the little bitty pieces of here and there in the shows. And it's good to pay attention to everything because it won't let you, if you pay attention to the episodes, it's easier for you to piece stuff together when you watch the live action shows as well.
Okay, with this.
Right, and that's exactly what they were doing.
Here is my theory.
Go for it.
I have been wrong in the past. Yes, they're trying to make a better, at least for right now, because we heard Moff Gideon say he wanted to be a force wielder as well. But why would you need the hide / armor of a Zillo Beast? What also has armor? I think they are trying to make a better clone army, not just one person. Maybe one person will have the force wielding capabilities, but an army of clones that you don't have to build armor for would be really effective.
But what's crazy is he had the Beskar that he stole while he was mining on Mandalore to use for his force wielding army, but Mando pretty much destroyed all that. But I don't think he's dead because remember when the heat ball came, Mando was getting hit with blowtorches that whole episode.
Yeah.
Think about it. So when Moff Gideon, the ship finally exploded by him. His Beskar was better than Mando's because he had robotics in his Beskar too. So he's not dead.
I don't think that. I think I'm going with the theory that wasn't the original Moff Gideon either. So he might still be alive.
Dark Trooper?
I think it was a clone. I think it was a clone that was like a double so that Moff Gideon could actually escape, because number one, they pulled him off of that they pulled him off that ship,
Right.
and it was what was it, they saw that it was Beskar steel, I think, like a fleet of the Beskar steel
Troopers.
thank you, came in, picked up original Moff Gideon, and he's gone. I think they had the red herring on that planet just to keep things, copacetic, like to have the plan still go through so that the real Moff Gideon could be in two places at one time, but they both have the same goal, if that makes sense.
But he might have been there because you got to think about it. His whole operation was there, where he was mining the Beskar, and then what was left inside the planet, he was trying to get whatever he could. And then also his cloning facility was there. Because he didn't expect the Mandalorians to come back to the planet. Because remember, he know they goes by everything to keep. Yeah, that's pretty much what it's doing, Swift. Basically filling up plot holes. That's what it's doing. Yeah. But he knew the Mandalorians wouldn't come back because they thought the planet was poisoned. And so when Mando came back, it was just like, oh, it's not poisonous, so we need to get everybody and come back and rebuild Mandalore. And it kind of threw a monkey wrench in his plans. And so with that being said, he might have been there, but then you also, like I said, his armor had robotics in it because he was able to crush stuff, open stuff up. He was stronger than the average, person in Beskar steel. So it could have been him using his voice through a robot, or it could have been a clone of him. But
it had to be. There were too many clues of him having, the clones in those tanks for it to not be a clone. I don't think they would have put that there and said, oh no, it's actually a robot. But they also could have just made him genetically stronger to crush it. Did they specifically? I don't remember them saying he had robotics in the suit.
No, you could tell. Go back and watch it and see what he was doing with his armor.
Did they have a hydraulic sound when he was doing it?
You can hear the mechanism.
Okay, I did hear it. Okay, I'm not. You're correct. I apologize. Oh, Master. Oh, Jedi Master. You see? See, he be fronting, y'all. He be knowing.
No.
Ooh. Oh, we crush. You're not wrong. You might.
True. That's something to think about. But also, he did say when he crushed the Darksaber that if the Darksaber was gone, that means the Mandalorians would be lost because whoever's the leader must have the Darksaber. So that would leave them leaderless as well.
Because I'm an expert. I know what I'm talking about when I say this. There's one thing that overthrows the Darksaber. The original way that the lead Mandalorian was chosen was, or the original Mandalore was chosen, was someone that actually, I want to say, domesticated the original animal called the mythosaur.
Yeah, the mythosaur. Yeah,
that's the only other way that you can become the leader of the Mandalorians, and I think that's how we get away with what is this child's name? With Bo-Katan. Bo-Katan being able to take that back because she saw it and she believes it, and she wasn't afraid of it. That's also how we get Grogu to bring the animal up to the surface,
right?
And I think that's the other way we can keep and give
the title.
We can give Din Djarin the fixed Darksaber. That's the only way that all of that gets tied together.
But this is the thing, though. They don't make Darksabers anymore.
You can, but the Kyber crystal's not broken. The sword is broken. The Kyber crystal is not broken.
Because that's from Old Republic, right?
Yep.
The Darksaber. Yeah, they don't even make those no more. So that's from.
It was the only one in existence.
Right.
Yeah. I forgot what his name. Oh God, I can't remember his name off the top of my head now. I'm too sleepy.
This is your forte now.
It is. I know. No, I know. I'm mad at myself for fucking blanking. The Vizsla clan. The Vizsla clan. Tar
Right.
Vizsla is the one that actually made the dark saber. He's the only Mandalorian Jedi. I'm lying. I'm lying to y'all. I'm sorry. He basically, when he created the when he was taken away from the Jedi and he created the dark saber, he actually came back to his people to actually help lead them. He was still a Jedi, but that was his home. Oh, goddamn. Y'all go watch my goddamn podcast, Child of Mandalore, please. I appreciate it. Get my numbers back up. I know my shit. I'm just saying, I'm just sleepy. It's 11 o'clock. I've been up since 7. Leave me alone.
Okay.
Dude, they need to bring this mythosaur. There's no way they're going to let that mythosaur just be underneath the water, just chilling like that. There's no way. And they better not half-ass it.
But that's what I was saying about the Darksaber then, because you need the mythosaur for someone to be the leader of the Mandalorians if you don't have the Darksaber. And they're just going to use that in season 3 because Mando left the planet, or did Jar? I just still call him Mando. But he left the planet, him and Grogu, and then so you still have Bo-Katan who's still there with the armor. But I think kind of like the theory that's going out that the armor is actually a double agent.
Shut up! Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. No, she.
No.
Said?
Because look at her helmet, and go back and watch Clone Wars.
No, come on, B. Don't do that to me. No, she cool people.
I'm serious. I'm serious.
I don't want it.
Well, I'll tell you why. Look at her helmet. What does she have on her helmet? They come from Dathomir. Who came from Dathomir?
Shut the fuck up.
Think about her helmet.
No.
Yep. Yeah, think about her helmet. And remember what happened in Clone Wars, right? What happened in Clone Wars? Yes.
I don't know.
Yep.
No.
I'm sorry.
Why you do this to me?
That's a theory. It's just there. For anybody that don't know who came from Dathomir, that's Darth Maul and Savage Press.
Savage Press.
Right. And so when he took over
no.
if you look at everybody's helmets that were following Darth Maul, they had the spikes on them. The armorer got those same spikes on her helmet. So she was one of the followers.
I didn't ask you to come on here and do this. I didn't ask you for this. I didn't ask you for that at all. That's you wildly inappropriate, Donnell.
Let me see.
I was thinking something was gonna happen.
Yeah, that leaves the story open for next season. Yeah, he right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
But you gotta think about it, because when you look at him, like, why does she have points? Nobody else had the points. Nobody else.
I don't like you. Yeah. I don't like you're not my friend no more. You're not my friend no more. Why you do this? How you treat me like this?
I can't help it. I just, don't be sitting up all night just like randomly going back in your head thinking about stuff. But yeah, go back and watch the episodes of Clone Wars.
I don't need. I know what it looks like. I know what they look.
And all up with the points on their helmets to follow Darth Maul. And so if you look at her helmet is still the same type that they had. So she never left following Darth Maul.
It does. That's why I'm like, I know what you're talking about. I was like, oh no, it's completely normal to have the 2 points at the top. God damn it, it's not normal. It's not normal. It's absolutely. I'm mad.
Right.
Big mad.
And see, I ain't paying no attention.
But wait. But wait, she doesn't mean that she's a double agent. It could just mean that she, atoned for her. Like, who is she double agenting for?
We don't know. She could be part of what's the name, because you got to think about it. Bo-Katan lost to Darth Maul, so she could be doing stuff out of spite just to get her all in one place and then she could turn on her later. So I mean, they leave it open because she's there. She got the horns. So I'm still trying to figure out why she got horns on her helmet.
I don't like this at all.
And that's the only thing I can think of. Like I said, it's a theory, so I'll leave it at that.
I don't like it. Itches, Donnell. It itches.
Because when you think about it, it all falls into place, right?
God damn it! God damn it! God damn it!
I told you. Nobody else got it.
She could still. Okay. All right.
Yep. Nice.
What if? What if?
Now the Night Sisters got killed when they the Empire bombed Dathomir. They killed all of them except for my girl Ventress.
Yeah, that's my bitch. I need to see her immediately. I need to see her too. She's not dead. She's out there floating around somewhere. When your master's the final boss, told you scene 3 was Bo. Shut up. It's not no damn Zelda quest. Shut up. I don't like you. I don't like you neither. You go to bed. Oh, was that okay? That was a theory throughout the whole season. I heard from different on a different. I don't like it.
But
don't
I
like
mean,
it.
You gotta look at it. No, Darth Maul is dead by the time the Mandalorian takes place. Yeah. Obi-Wan killed him on Tatooine. He killed him on Tatooine.
Yeah, which was weird. Also,
no,
why does everything?
He went looking for him. Remember?
I know, but of all the planets that he just happened to fucking go to, is Tatooine?
Because he was there for Luke as a kid. Luke was still a kid when Darth Maul showed up. Yeah, right. And Obi-Wan was like, "I'm tired of this shit. Let me go and get rid of him real quick." And it was just he was done.
Yeah.
It didn't even take Obi-Wan long. He was just like, Kenobi. Kenobi was like, "Man, come on now. I ain't got time for this today."
Look, I gotta take care of these kids. They're not even mine. I'm not even allowed to see them on the weekends. Right. I gotta take care of these kids. Leave me alone.
About his misery and just went about his business.
That's fair. Yeah. Oh, dude, you really fucked me up just now with this whole she's a double agent thing. I don't want to believe it. But she's for her people. She looks like she's for her people.
But still, I mean, think about it. She's always technically by the book, correct?
Yeah.
So if she felt like Bo-Katan did not beat Darth Maul, and actually Ahsoka did, she fought him to a standstill till he fell off, and that's when they captured him. Technically, if you want to go down by bylaws, this, that, and the other,
don't you dare.
Obi-Wan should have been the leader of the Mandalorians because he actually killed Darth Maul. But
and smashed the princess. So I mean,
right, that part too. So then you got Obi-Wan got killed by Vader, and then Vader got killed by the Emperor killed Vader because he electrocuted him, not Luke, so to speak.
Right.
So it's just like a whole mess when you try to put all that puzzle together. But they still keep loyalty. That's the biggest thing. The loyalty to Darth Maul, because none of them saw him get defeated. And when Bo-Katan did fight him, he whooped her butt.
I'm still stuck on how did. Oh right, no, she had to give up the sword to Moff Gideon. They did answer that. I'm just remembering that now.
And when he captured it, he took it. So
yeah. God damn.
Right. So
we got a good 10 years ahead of us, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be a long 10 years. This is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. It sucks, but hey, think of Darth Maul followers as like a plot thread. They can take it. It could go off. It could go or 10. Oh, go off now or 5 years later. I think that's what you're trying to say. It's just if they want to use it. Yeah. I mean, I don't like. I'm not a fan of that. I'm honestly not a fan of that theory. I really.
But then you also got to think about it too. She was pretty calm when Bo-Katan told him she just turned herself in. She didn't really say nothing. She's just standing back there like, okay. Most Mandalorians like, nah, we need to kill her right now. She sold everybody out. Let's go and shoot her right now.
Yeah.
And Armor was just like, nah, we good. Like she's getting her to bring back all the other Mandalorians so that she could take power from them. Or put somebody in power that she wants to be in power.
Yeah. I don't understand why she didn't. She's never actually been in charge. That's what's weird to me.
No, she is in charge, but she's not in charge.
But
she's like a
but that's what I'm saying is weird.
Advisor. Yeah, she's like a manipulating advisor.
I mean, she's giving, if this theory is true, looking at her in a different light, she's giving Palpatine vibes.
Hey.
I hate you, dude. I can't. I like her. I like her. She's a friend in my head. She be thrown down with her little hammer.
Don't mean you gotta be mad at her for being a bad guy.
She I'm not mad at this hoe for being a liar. She a liar. I don't like lying.
No, she didn't lie about anything. She just did everything.
Omitted the truth.
She ain't gotta say she was still down with Maul in the Black Sun.
Omitting the truth is okay. I don't like it. I'm gonna still say I don't like it. I choose to call bullshit on your on this theory.
You can call it whatever you want. Like I say, her helmet sticks out like a sore thumb. Everybody else is smooth, and she got them horns sitting up there. So,
God damn it. All right.
And the only thing that changes on a Mandalorian helmet is the your lights and stuff on the side, and your
the colors,
your visor for the rocket launcher and all that stuff, and the colors. That's it. Nobody else has that. Everybody else has a dome.
That's so weird.
And that's no matter who you look at. And the only time you saw the horns is when Darth Maul took over.
Fuck.
And then you can't say she couldn't make herself another helmet. She's the armorer.
Yeah, but once you get your helmet, you're supposed to keep. You're supposed to keep it.
But you can take your helmet off if nobody is in your presence. But nobody can see you with your helmet off. You can't with your helmet because if something is damaged, you have to repair it. You can't just run around with your helmet.
Yeah. Shit. I'm stuck on this. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get past it. I'm trying to process this. Just bear with me.
Die a hero and live long enough to be a villain. Yep.
Yuck it.
Hey.
Oh, brother. All right. So let's see. What are we coming? Oh, and then the next apparently set of movies, which thankfully are not, it doesn't look like they're going to work it in to be a trilogy. They're talking about doing something in the, I guess, the past, present, and future.
See?
Yep, that's why they
separately into the
Yeah. Oh, Tafari, do better. The Mandalorian. No, I don't like you. The Mandalorian was just a background character, and after one episode, became a trending topic and fan favorite with its own wiki page. I can't. All right, we're moving past the Mandalorian. I will be mad. Oh God, I'll be mad. So, next set of movies that they are actively going to be doing. One of them is set in the past. Basically, it's going to be the origin story of the Jedi. And then the next one is supposed to be a wrap up of all of these TV shows and series that Filoni's been a part of. He's going to basically bring all of those characters that we're talking about together, except for the Rogue One dude Andor. Unless he's got some new characters that are going to show up from there, and then they're going to go ahead.
We know what happens to Andor, so I mean,
yeah. I think this next season is the last season. I know Tafari got them young carpal tunnel syndrome fingers. He be typing way too fast. That joke. That's not a joke. That's literally what they call the Mandalorian. Oh God.
Yeah, the Mandalorians. Because
you're right.
Yeah.
Oh God, you're right. Shit.
Yeah.
I'm slipping, y'all. I gotta rewatch these shows. But yes, Swift. Tafari types way too goddamn fast. It's like he's got these ready to go as soon as the show gets started.
Like he's just sitting there.
He's just waiting. I'm just gonna copy and paste all of my comments. No, I'm fucking with you, D. I'm fucking with you, Tafari. Yes, so we do know what's gonna happen with the Andor people, or at least the one dude. And then the final, the third movie is supposed to be Rey making a return. And she's going to have. I don't mean to make that face with Rey. God save her. I mean, they had a. What'd you say?
She's supposed to be older and a different person is playing her. The old girl said she's out of the toxic people, so she don't even want to do it no more.
I don't blame her. I mean, I
since Star Wars.
Yes, she was in. It wasn't Death on the Nile. Okay, which was she was in it. I liked it. But I like those types of movies.
And her and Tom Holland did a movie together, right? The one where they could read men's thoughts or something like that. I think I forgot the name of it. It was something. I was just watching it, scratching my head, like, okay.
Oh.
If anybody knows what me.
I'm trying to look. I'm going to look it up now. What is this child's name? Daisy Ridley. I don't. What the hell movie? What movie was that? Oh, Chaos Walking. Ain't nobody watch that.
It was. Hey, it was like The Walking Dead meets Cowboys and Aliens.
Oh, they got some fairly decent people in this thing. They got Daisy Ridley, Tom Holland, Mads Mikkelsen, Nick Jonas, Cynthia Erivo. I think.
Yeah, it was a weird movie. So it was very weird.
Yeah,
she was an alien.
I mean,
that's why I said it's like Cowboys and Aliens meet Walking Dead /
Oh, baby, that was too much. Yeah. Oh, they did too much with that move. Let me see. Rey was cool. Okay. Oh, she did 8. She's done 8 movies since then. She's done 8 movies. Ooh, baby.
And I only seen one.
God. She's that says, I mean, all right. She's working. She's getting a check. I can't. I'm glad she's still getting paid. What did you say, Swift? Rey was cool. Kylo was my issue, and Luke. Of course, John Mayer got done super dirty. Supposed to have been black. Yeah, we know. We know. We know.
He got dumber in each episode. It's like it got worse and worse. I'm like, come on, man.
And then at one point, he just wasn't talking at all. He didn't have any lines. I feel like by the end of the 3rd movie, like he had maybe 2 or I'm over exaggerating. Maybe he had like 2 or 3 lines, but his character was
pretty much phased out by that point.
Yeah.
Other than the big fight scene on the ship when they was trying to take down, the Star Destroyer. But this is the crazy part. Kylo, if you look at Kylo's character, he pretty much was Luke Skywalker in Star Wars.
How? Luke wasn't.
No, their attitude.
He was a little bit of a brat. He was a little bit of a brat.
I can do that, and I used to do this, and
You're right.
And why I'm ready? Yeah, he pretty much was Luke in Star Wars.
You're right. I will give you that. But
that's why I said Anakin was the same way. Anakin, Luke, and Kylo Ren were all the same character.
Yeah, God damn it, Donnell.
It's okay once you think about it. That's why I said once you look at all this stuff and you sit there and analyze it, they were all the same character.
I've always thought that all of the movies were the same movie. I wasn't going to fight anybody on that comparison at all. But to break down each of the characters is painful. It's a little painful. Okay, is Rey?
Luke got smarter. He was the only one that got smarter. He started off stupid.
Yeah.
And then got smart. And once he got his hand chopped off, he got a little common sense. But he was still arrogant. Like when he went to fight Jabba, he was like, yo,
Yeah.
And then
Right.
John was like, Jedi mind tricks don't work on Hutts. Did they not teach you this? So, it is like, yo, you stand over the Rancor pit. Dude, really? And he falls into the Rancor pit. But he still, everybody had to help him instead of him doing everything on his own. But when he finally got to Vader, Vader was like, I don't really want to kill you, so therefore I'm going to hold back. And he started beating Vader ass because he got pissed off. Everyone like, yeah. And then when he thought about it, it's like, man, I ain't going to do this. That's my father. So then Emperor was like, wait, he did what? So then that's when Emperor like, man, I ain't got time for none of this today. Yeah. So,
let him up.
Right. And Vader was like, nah, I can't let him do this to my son. So I'm just going to have to take him out. He chunked him down the shaft. But if you think about it, same thing with Rey and Kylo Ren. He threw himself at the mercy of the Emperor to save Rey. And the same thing with Anakin and Obi-Wan. It was the opposite. It was just Obi-Wan was like, come on, man, don't do this. And Obi-Wan's like, okay. And then he sliced him and diced him. So he left him on the side of the road, like roadkill. And he caught on fire, and that was rest. So
and left the broiler on too long.
Left one charcoal. So it's like, that all that arc. But he pretty much fought Anakin to keep him from hurting Padme. So it's, you see in each story is always somebody jumping in front of the bullet for somebody.
And now that you say that, I'm looking at Finn, because he jumped in front of the bullet to save Rey in that first movie too.
And got his back hacked up. So
God damn, they did that boy dirty. They did so fucking dirty. They did him so fucking dirty.
Right.
I know. I do not think he's coming back. I do not think that man will ever forgive. And to his credit, because I am sure they will throw any kind of money his way if he said he wanted to, if he even gave the slightest hint that he wanted to come back. He ain't coming back. And what I do love about a man, especially a black man, is consistency. I need you to follow through and stick to your plan. If you really mean it and you don't trust somebody.
I think John Boyega is done with Star Wars. If you look at most of his feeds, and I follow him on Twitter, he don't never talk about Star Wars. He talk about everything else but Star Wars. He don't even mention anything to do with Star Wars.
You want to talk about Attack on the Block? He will talk to you about that movie for fucking days.
Right. He didn't even talk about Pacific Rim, doing another Pacific Rim before he talked about doing a Star Wars movie.
Facts.
That's not happening. He's done with that.
God, I wish they hadn't done him like that.
But even so, with Lando and old girl at the end, he was like, "Where you from? Like, who's your daddy?" And, everybody like, "What? Like
the fuck?"
The only two black people he asked who her daddy is. Really? Like, come on, man.
Right, stop it. Wait, okay. A cameo maybe, and even then it'd have to be the right person having that conversation. He's not doing it. There is not that right person does not exist.
Unless
the right person does not exist.
Unless they digitally put him in a picture flying an X-Wing and it blows up or something. That's the only thing. That's some Disney stuff for you. Disney don't give a damn. That body count is large.
Or they do something where they have a holographic projection, but it's just the back of his head.
Right.
And somebody else doing the voice. That's the only way. Think
about it. They did it to Harrison Ford was like, I'm done with this stuff. And they shot him in the chest. Well, he took a lightsaber. And then Carrie died, but it wasn't on purpose. But they was like, oh, her essence done fell there. Oh, you feel that? They ain't even sure her dying. It's like, you feel that? Like, Disney just
God. It's so weird. It was so fucking weird, that movie. And then this what is it? Frozen in Space. Carrie Fisher was like, "Oh, y'all didn't read the room tone. Y'all a little tone deaf on this."
Yeah, like that part just was like, really? Only Plo Koon could do that. He's the only Jedi that said they could do that, but she somehow managed to. Like, I don't.
She couldn't teach her son how to force. She couldn't teach her son how to force wield, but now all of a sudden she can float through outer space.
Yeah.
Make it make sense, Jesus. Take him to the river.
And like I said, Plo Koon, because of the planet he comes from and his skin and him breathing, is the only Jedi they said that could actually fight in space without a suit. So that whole situation, I'm just like, eh.
I can't. I'm still mad at that trilogy. I'm still mad at that trilogy. Like I liked the what is it? Was it Rise of Skywalker? I liked Rise of Skywalker. No, that's the third one.
Yeah, that's with the Ewoks. The Ewoks were replaced by the little desert people having a party. See, now you start.
No, I know. No, I said it myself. Nah, dude, I promise you, I agree with you. The movie, all of the movies were the exact same fucking movie. They just changed the actors and switched out fur for like feathers or some shit with some of the the CGI characters. It was the second movie out of the last three of the trilogy. I liked that premise. I liked the premise of, kill the old in order to bring in the new. I was with it. I was like, okay, if that's which is why I'm so in love with all of the TV shows and all of the new things that they're putting out. It's okay to let the past die in order to make room for the future. That third movie was, no one talked to anybody. You can't tell me that anybody talked to somebody from one production and to another. No one talked to anybody about anything. They just said, fuck it, we're gonna put out a movie. This was the ultimate plan. Sorry, y'all. It's yuck. It's a little yucky.
I'm still. You made me think of the perv move, and I can't even think of it. See, I forgot. Wait, hold up.
Is that the perv move? Wait a minute.
Okay, and wait, was it the Force? It was the Last Jedi when Luke goes and sucks the milk out of the damn sea animal. I was like, who the hell greenlit this?
Y'all was like, fuck it. It's your last movie. You want to do something wild? You want to do some wild shit?
I'm like, who the hell greenlit this? I'm sitting in the movie theater like, did he just really do that?
I know my face was exact. The fuck?
Like somebody said, we're gonna stick it to George Lucas and Disney. I'm like, okay.
Y'all bought this franchise. Y'all didn't know what we was gonna do to it. I was Tafari TV says, I was surprised how much Carrie was in that movie after hearing she died around the time they shot that space scene. Yeah, that was it was awkward, super awkward. Okay. Nonfiction says, yeah, they found a Swedish or German model that has the same facial features to do the face swap with. I was hella surprised how much screen time there was. That is Creep City.
No, Disney gonna get theirs. They don't care. They gonna get theirs.
Yeah. Come hell or high water, or life or death. Ooh.
But the crazy part is they paid George Lucas several billion for Star Wars and made it back off all those movies already. They've been paid off that.
I wonder what they negotiated. I wonder what they did in order to let him kind of come back and actually, because he's clearly advising on these new series. He's behind the scenes watching like everything. I don't know if they're.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I don't know if they're paying him a little bit of something to come behind the scenes, because I know that was a stipulation in that deal, was that he had absolutely no creative control on Star Wars going forward at all.
And you see what they got out of it, right? And that's why he's back. Because they couldn't keep going down that road. Because even the Resistance, I could not watch that. Star Wars Resistance.
I've never watched a single episode. I want to, because I want to see maybe I can get something out of it. I don't hear anyone talk about it. I don't hear good or bad about it. I'm like, okay, there's nothing. There's just nothing here. It's not good or bad. It just exists.
Yeah. So. Excuse me.
See, I was trying to wrap it up.
Okay, before the yawn came in, I got you. But yeah, I just couldn't get into it. So,
Oh, jokingly, I said, imagine Luke says F this and fades out the movie, and then he did. Sorry, Tafari. This is Tafari. Oh, then he did, and I audibly screamed. I was fucking kidding in the theater.
That's what he did at the end of the movie. Like, I'm done. Deuces. Like,
bye.
yeah,
I'm out.
Like, done with this. I don't gonna be a force ghost.
Oof.
I'm just gonna be a voice, not a force ghost.
Yeah. I don't want to have none to do. Don't put me in this. Based on the way that they handled this trilogy, I don't blame him. I think he saw the writing on the wall. If he had known how much of a 180 they were going to do with the rest of these, he might have been kind of okay. No, did he show up in the Mandalorian? They used like no, he didn't. Mm-mm. Yeah, that's right. He wasn't anywhere near that set.
He's in the video game though.
Yeah, which is cool.
He's happy about the game than he was the movies.
Because the game is good. The storyline in the game is good.
Right.
Mm. Actually, I just saw something online with him and Daisy Ridley. Basically, both she's trying to be really diplomatic, trying to hold back from saying anything to confirm what he's saying. Yeah, but he was like, yeah, there was a lot of these are, I'm paraphrasing, these are not his exact words at all, but he basically said that there was, I think he said the word confusion about the way the script was going. In the second movie that they had together, and she's sitting there like trying to keep a closed lip, but kind of nodding as well. You see it written all over her face. Is like she's still pissed about it. Right. As an actress, like with the trilogy, that's not what she signed up for either. She was just as upset. Poor Bobby.
Yeah.
Yeah. But to bring things back around, I'm glad things have turned a corner. I'm glad things are coming back to better storytelling, really good production. And they're being cautious about what they do and intentional with what they have, good intentions and thought out intentions about what they're doing now.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Donnell,
it's been fun.
I know that you're very much a behind the scenes man, but I hope to see the essence of you, the force essence of you, if you will, going forward. And once again, everybody, it's scrolling down at the bottom of the screen. Savage Nerd, his new products, clothing line that Donnell has got going out. It's really good quality stuff. He's got a contest coming up. Yep. He's got t-shirts. He's got sweatshirts.
This is a hoodie, and this is embroidered, and you can see the detail in that. Like the shadowing. Let me get it back in the right spot. There we go. You can see the color, the transitions in the colors and stuff like that. And this is embroidered.
I think I showed this one too. This one. Let me see. I don't know if you can show.
That's the one we showed.
Shows up very well.
Yeah, it does show up real good.
Yeah, the shirts are. It's not that flimsy, thin. If you wash it one time, it's gonna fall apart. It's got heft to it. They're really quality shirts, and the printing. If I could show, the shirt that I showed y'all of with my face on it, I have worn and washed this at minimum 6 times. At minimum 6 times, because I love my shirt. It's not that I love my face on the shirt, but I do love the shirt. That shirt still looks brand new. Can't tell me nothing. And that's Homeboy doing me a favor. But also, don't forget, June 20th, Donnell is having a Savage Nerd contest where he is basically going to be challenging you guys to tell him what makes you a Savage Nerd. The number one winner will actually be able to give themselves a complete outfit. And they basically complete. Say again.
They get to design their own outfit, so you get to pick your colors, your character, and you'll get a hoodie, hat, you get socks, you get pants and t-shirts. So Can't
The
beat
whole
that.
outfit just to tell people how sick you are with your nerd shit.
Yeah. So, but the cool part about it is the color arrangement you pick, we won't let nobody else get. So.
Oh, you talking unique?
Yeah, unique. And
all
we can
for
put
the price of free 99.
free 99. All you gotta do is just
Baby,
take make a video, and you get a whole wardrobe, a whole outfit, not a wardrobe, but you know.
all right. Y'all heard it. Y'all got figure it out. Y'all got a little less than what? A month? A little less than 3 weeks to get yourselves together. Y'all got plenty of time to impress. All right. Donnell, as always, it's been a pleasure.
Pleasure. Thank you for having me. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us today. Greatly appreciate it. All the interactions and everything.
It's been a blast. This is my most interactive episode that I've done yet, and I really appreciate you bringing it out of these people.
You're welcome.
All right, y'all. Take care of one another. Get involved in each other's business. Let's start doing that. I know it costs so much for other people to just pay attention to their own. Or it doesn't cost you anything to pay attention to your own. If you start looking around and seeing what everybody else has to provide, you might enjoy yourselves a little bit more. But with that said, I'm taking my black ass to bed. I love you all. Please come back next week. I think I'm going to be doing a giveaway with these Savage Nerd shirts too. So look for that in the next week. Until then, everybody, have a good night.
And like I said, anybody that want to collaborate, just reach out to me. Hit us up on the website, email us, hit us on Facebook, Instagram, and we don't mind sending a package to you. We don't charge you for shipping like some people do. We just send it out. we just send it out. So, right. And so, like I said, we got over 40 shirts on the website. So have fun. Got stuff to look at, and do appreciate y'all again.
If y'all want to email him on his website, by all means, please do. Donnell, what is the email address?
It's info@digitalmysticentgroup.com. Again, that's digitalmysticentgroup.com. That is the parent company of Savage Nerd. So that's my entertainment company.
And if anybody, if you aren't good with introducing yourself, by all means, you can hit me up at Instagram or on Fanbase at Roomful of Blerds. I'll be more than happy to pass the message on.
As well. I'm not bashful, like you say. I'm full information. I help people out no matter what. Get you in the right direction, help you get your stuff going. I don't mind at all.
You're an angel, sir.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. Have a good night. Donnell, thank you so much for coming by.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Ooh. Boop.